say, but nevertheless, I don't know whether fortunately or fortunately, all my life in the financial services, and has had been through the say the investment banking, asset management. Finally, I landed say with what we call the payments, where the fintech payments, and currently I hold like three important positions to mention. One is like chief executive officer of PaySap. It's a technology company. I'm also the board member of the based Latvian licensed by the Bank of Latvia electronic money institution PaySFS, and also I'm the founder active member of the FinTech Hub LTAP that Anna she introduced. It's really very eminent, prominent, and very instrumental organization when it comes to the FinTech movement. Say shortly, that's it.
Yes, exactly. Saulius is also going to be in Warsaw at European Gaming Congress in three
For
weeks.
sure.
So,
I'm
and
waiting
since we
for
have two people from Lithuania joining, I'm wearing my Vilnius T-shirt. So, all right, let's kick it off with Alexandra then, because she's one of the persons who has to leave earlier. So, Alexandra, representing basically Poland in this
Yeah.
session, and Poland has been cautious but curious with crypto regulation. I know that we did a podcast last year and we talked about it, and you guys can check that out. So, how are Polish regulators currently approaching DeFi and tokenized assets? And what are your predictions for next year, for 2026?
Yeah, of course. Very well said. And I absolutely agree that Poland has been both cautious and curious when it comes to crypto and generally innovation in the financial market. And there are some good reasons for that, because in recent years, we had a few high profile scandals in the financial market. I mean, not only in the traditional financial market, but also in crowdfunding industry and alternative finance sector. So these experiences have made Polish regulator quite strict. So the main focus now is on the investor protection, sometimes even at the expense of innovation. So the transposition of MiCA regulation is a good example, because we are still in the legislative process, but the draft is very long, detailed, and to be honest, very complex. However, there is an interesting political factor at play, because a few months ago, Poland elected a new president who seems to be very enthusiastic about digital assets, cryptocurrencies. So he publicly stated that he intends to veto any regulation that is harmful for crypto regulation. So that's a huge shift in tone compared to past few years. Of course, this makes the whole process longer. I mean, we don't know when the legislative process will stop and how many vetoes are ahead of us. But still, I believe that 2026 will be revolutionary in a positive way, because there is, some light in the tunnel that finally the Poland will be open for DeFi and tokenized assets.
All right, it's good to hear, because we have an interesting situation with European Gaming Congress. Uh, con- we have been contacted by a sponsor who is 50 times blacklisted in Poland. And given the fact that it's an international conference, of course, we
Yeah.
accepted them. But we had some backlash on it. So we had to refund them, because, of course, you cannot have the logo there because it's Poland and blah, blah, blah. So, it's very interesting to see that regulators are stepping over their line when it comes to international conferences. But, you need to obey this, because
Of course.